Hello from the dung heap, everybody. These are my friends. A lot of them.
Friends.
There he is. Hi, sweetie.
Hello. Good morning, everybody.
And we're live. Hello. SPTV. Hello. Happy Halloween from your friendly galactic overlord. Oh, I'm already falling apart here, guys. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So yeah, hi, here we are. It's Halloween. Good to see you. Hail XENU. Thank you very much. I wonder if I can do the South Park laugh like, ah ha ha ha. Is that how he sounds? Like, ah ha ha ha. Hey, thank you, CO Bill. Thank you. This is what I've been working on while listening to SPTV the last couple days. So I thought I'd pop on and just say hi. Of course, we're doing the last episode, I guess you'd call it, of werewolves tonight. So I'm really excited about that. So I thought I would test out my costume and say hello and do a little AMA. And I got something to show you. So, oh, thanks, ex-witness Vernon. Good to see you. Granny G. Hey. Yeah, this was so much fun to make. Thanks for being here, Mischief. Of course, I've got Giorgio in the background. Oh my God, yes, that's going to be so much fun. And George has the link for 5 o'clock Eastern. So if you want to check that out. Oh, final round of werewolves. Yes, and there's some great surprise guests. Awesome. Can't help but think of the old Warren Zevon song, Werewolves of London. I don't think I know that one. You know what this kind of reminded me of? And I hadn't thought about that until I put it on. It reminds me of, was it Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs? Is it Melissa? No, it was not Snow White. It was Sleeping Beauty. I think it's Sleeping Beauty. Maleficent. How do you say that? Anyways, when I was like in 6th or 7th grade, my class did a Disney play version of Snow White, and I was like, well, you know, the evil queen. And I remember I had to dress up, and I think they gave me like a green face. I can't remember, but yeah. So this reminds me of that costume. Actually, I didn't think of it until I put it on, but yeah, I'm like a real live bobblehead because I was making the bobblehead covers. I made, oh God, I had to make like 50 of these and little miniature ones. So I just decided to do a life-size one. Maz new. Yeah, because they call me Maz. Maz new. Hey, Kelly. Hey, sweetie. Can't wait. Hey, I ask you, are you doing a members only stream this afternoon or this evening? Let me know, because I have the link for your memberships if anybody wants to become a member to see your thing. Yes. Yeah, didn't you know? Don't you know? I've been working on the South Park laugh. It's like, ah, ha, 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 something like that. Yeah, see, who knew? I've been holed up in the holler here. You know, it's kind of like it's kind of like a cave here. It's on the side of a mountain. Thank you, honey. Thank you. I told her this earlier that I never really considered myself talented, and nobody really ever told me that. It was kind of like a thing in the cult. It was like if the leader didn't like tell you or and everyone else that you were anointed of God to have some kind of talent. Like they had like things like prophetess, minstrel, which is like a singer, just I guess just an artist, painter, whatever. I was never considered an artist at all. But I do like to create and I can sort of draw. I can look at something and sort of draw it, and I have done some paintings. But whose birthday is it? Oh, did I miss it? Oh God, now you need to bobble your head. I don't know. It kind of makes me a little bit dizzy. Like, yeah, whatever. Hey, Church of Satirology. Hey there. Yeah, this is fun. Why not? But anyways, Kelly, thank you for the super chat. And are you doing your membership? Memberships only. Oh, 55 minutes. Okay, we'll definitely be done by then. Just doing my makeup and getting ready tonight. Awesome. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Joel McCoy. Thank you. I got 5 new cups. It's raining. Okay, what else could you be? Body Thetans? It's raining body Thetans. Hallelujah. It's raining body Thetans. We're gonna go out in our DC-10s and get dumped into volcanoes. God bless XENU. I don't know. You got to think of some more words. But anyways, thank you, Joel. You probably regret doing that because you had to hear me sing. Oh, Xenu's been busy with that. So Masno, yeah, hers is probably more accurate, Xenu, but oh, this is falling apart. I think I'm gonna have to pin it. I think I'm gonna probably have to pin it, but let's see. See, this is basically what I did. I made this like really weird scarf looking thing, and then I just pinned it like that. I don't know. We'll see. I'm glad that we tested this out before werewolves because I would be like adjusting the whole time. Although I won't have to have my mouse so handy. Hey, Destiny, great to see you. Nice to meet you. The other night, you are a natural on screen. It was so much fun to meet you. Yes, still clap. Hey, Violet L. Good to see you. Thank you for making more. Yes. Are we handing out the Way to Happiness booklets tonight? We could, although, I think we're already there. I think we're pretty happy. Happy Halloween. I want to talk about Halloween because like my kids never went trick or treating or anything until we left the call. And by then they were school age, so they had never dressed up in cute little costumes when they were really little. But I, yeah, I'm really glad that we just kind of switched gears and did the whole holiday thing. And, Halloween was such a had a bad rap because of All Hallows Eve and witchcraft and all that. But actually, it's really strange that when I was growing up, even though it got to the point where I think my mother got more and more strict about like things like Disney movies and stuff. We were allowed to watch them when we were younger, but then all of a sudden she got more and more strict. I'm wondering if it's once she met Marlene, because even though she was still in the other church that I grew up in, but yeah, it got really, really strict, and we were allowed to go trick-or-treating when we were younger, because I was like probably from the age of like 8 to 11. We were allowed to go trick-or-treating, but we couldn't be anything scary. We couldn't be anything magical. I couldn't have been an alien. Aliens are bad. Witches are definitely bad, and I want to talk about witches. Yeah, so I had a fascination with all that. I totally did. All right, sorry guys. Good question. Do you have candy to give out tonight? I don't actually. I was gonna go down to the country store and grab a few things just in case, because the last couple of years we've had nobody. But our neighbors, well, they have little kids. They're getting a little bit bigger now. Probably the youngest is maybe 4 or 5. So I'm wondering if they might knock on our door. So I don't want to be like lame and just give them like an apple or something. So yeah, I don't have it right now. Although Giorgio, if you go to his house, he's got whole bags for everybody, and he's got a lot. He's got dozens and dozens and dozens. He almost didn't make it today because he's so busy. Right, Giorgio? Oh, good question. Question, do they give out candy at the orgs in Scientology? I don't know. Maybe one of the ex-Scientologists in here would know that. I kind of doubt it, only because I think that they're just very, stingy. But yeah, I guess it would be like if they handed out happiness books, it would be, or way to happiness books, it would be like giving kids like toothbrushes. It's like, what's fun about that? Sorry, but the way to happiness today is candy. That's the way to happiness. Oh, thank you, Asen. You are an artist. Thank you. I never considered myself an artist. And of course, like my husband and my kids always said I was talented, but I don't believe them. But yeah, when Kelly told me I was talented today, I'm like, I am. Thank you. It's so much fun. Oh my God, that's awesome. Thank you, Ghoulie Girl. Happy Halloween. Good to see you. I sent a picture of this to my daughter. Actually, George, if you see Haley in the chat, definitely start, because I don't know if she'll probably blow off her mom. But she's like, why didn't you wear that last weekend at the club that the boys were playing at the Halloween party? I was like, because nobody would know what I was. I don't think. Maybe a few people. My kids totally would. And Carter knew even before this whole SPTV thing. My youngest son knew because he loves South Park. And so he's shown me some other kind of funny ones that are kind of along the lines of this. So yeah, he definitely knew what it is. Ex-witness Furnace comment. Aaron's 4-hour interview. Yes, with Vanessa Winbury. It was amazing. It was definitely up there with one of my favorites. I was actually in the backstage starting questions, so I was really happy to do that. And I stayed the whole 4 hours. You need to add a clip of your costume to your intro. That would be fun. That's a good idea. Yeah, I think this is definitely memorable. It will definitely be in the yearly recap. That's for sure. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Nancy Stitchin. So yeah. Oh my God. You're so generous. Thank you. Thank you so much. So I got 10 new cups. I don't know. What was the song I was singing? Something, it's raining body thetans. Because Cubs are, I don't know. Yeah, if XENU had a membership, what would it be? Anyways, thank you so much again. Yay. Good question. How long did it take you? Okay, so I would say all told, probably, I'd say between 8 and 10 hours, because I made, let's see, like the 4 hours that I was working on this while I was starting questions the other night, I would say maybe half of that was crocheting. So that's 2. This part, this kind of rectangle part, I did over like a little bit over a course of like a week or so. So it's really hard to quantify because, I don't sit down and just crochet for 10, 12 hours, although I have done that. I've been known to do that, but yeah, it became very unhealthy for me when I was doing it for the store that I had a booth in. Sometimes I would crochet all day and night, and it was just too much. And then when I was selling these little bobblehead things, it was like $5 an hour, for what I was doing. So I just couldn't do it in that extreme capacity anymore. I couldn't say that much, but yeah, probably I'd estimate 8 to 10 hours. I surprisingly got most of this part done, like the tentacles and the little pointy thing. And then there's sort of like a thing back here that kind of fans out, and it's got the gray color. See? So I just did it more like a trim, but yeah, I took some shortcuts because I realized it was going to take a long time. So I hope you don't mind, guys. I'm going to just take that part down. It keeps falling. It feels weird. I'm definitely going to have to do something with it, like pin it or something. Hey, Caroline in Canada. Good to see you, friend. Happy Halloween, XENU. Thank you. You're amazing. What a great job. Sorry. Sorry. Oh, my throat's so dry. All the SPs out there, let's keep up the battle. That's right. Bring this cult down. Jeez. Guess we should do a XENU Marlene because I was getting really choked up there, congested. Hey, everybody, partake. Happy Halloween. And I love this cup. It's fall, y'all. My friend gave me that a few years ago. Oh, thank you. Pause for Andrea. You're very talented, not just at crocheting and creating, but also at communicating. Thank you. I appreciate that. I can barely put two sentences together or two words together, but I appreciate that. I love talking to you all. Really. Oh my God, what? Phil Pessimist, I had 450 kids last year, but moved to a condo this year, so won't have any. Oh my goodness, 450. I can't imagine. Jason, for me, Halloween is more about the change of the seasons and stepping into the dark part of the year. Yep. Yeah, and then we have Thanksgiving and Christmas to look forward to. Although Canada already had theirs, right? And of course, the UK doesn't celebrate Thanksgiving the way we do because, yeah, because they didn't like us leaving, I guess, right? Hey, hey, little me, great to see you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh my goodness, thank you. Whoever gifted Lori a membership. Awesome, awesome. So glad. Okay, I'm just unstarring some things. Asen comment, you are absolutely talented. You have the artist bug. I saw it when you got an idea and one can see in your face how you realize your vision. Yeah, you notice that? Well, when one of you makes a suggestion, sometimes it's like a light goes on and I'm like, oh, like I'll envision it. And I'm like, oh, that's a great idea. I could do this, you know. So that's kind of how I crochet, like by like freestyle. I'll look at I'll look at what I want to do, or even in my mind's eye, or scribble it down on a piece of paper, and I'll think of it in shapes, like the most of this was just a big rectangle, and then this is a semicircle, and these are little pointy things, and these are kind of two triangles together. These are triangles. So yeah, it comes together like in shapes, like you do when you're sketching. So that's pretty much how I do it. That's what she said. Kelly, I caught my first werewolves on replay. It is so much fun. I'm scared though. I always get nervous that I'm going to die. 1 second, guys. Joel, comment. I was told by a wise man, we all have talent. Follow your heart to find it. Exactly. Yes, everybody has a talent. Yeah, there's a lot of things I really admire people that can so many things that like Kelly and my daughter can both sing and do harmony. Like I don't really hear it. Once in a while I'll hear the harmony, but yeah, I really wish I could sing. I always wanted to be in one of those like southern gospel choirs, be like, amen, 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 hallelujah, like that, or like every time I feel the spirit. I always wanted to be in one of those choirs. But yeah, what other things I love to watch. I haven't in a while, but I love to watch figure skating. I mean, I could barely turn around with skates on, but I think that's an amazing talent. That's one of the talents that I really, really, really admire. Oh, nice, George. The UK has Harvest Festival, which is focused on food donations for the poor. That is awesome. I love that. Yeah. Harvest celebration in Europe, right? That makes sense. Thank you, Kimberly. Piece of art. Thank you so much. This is fun. I'm glad I popped on. Let's see if I can. I don't know if I can Copy and paste. So Kelly Copter, of course, she's doing her last episode, the Halloween special of Werewolf today, and some amazing people that I'm excited to play this with. And she's going to do an all membership only stream before it, like just kind of chatting with everybody, her members, and getting ready, doing her makeup or whatever. And so she's going to chat with people. So I wanted to extend the invitation if anyone wants to join. Only $2.99 a month for Kelly. Paste. Of course, my channel too is $2.99 a month, but this is. Oh, did it work? Oh no, it went. Sorry, I put it on the. I put it on the private chat. Let's see. I think it went through. Okay, that's the link to join Kelly's channel. Pretty sure. Let me know if it works. If you try to join. Tina, the last 20. I'd love to see you dressed up like Glenda the Good Witch. Oh, all right. I could do that next year. Let's see. She's got sort of a hat like this, right? And it's what is it like white? It's glittery. Glitter. Yeah, glittery. Is that a word? Sparkly. Ah, all right. That's an idea. I might try that next year. That would be really fun to like sew like rhinestones or rhinestones or like beads, like shimmery beads. I'll be like a diamond art painting. Yeah, thank you. That's a good idea. And that's something I could probably do, like go out as too. And then people will kind of maybe know who I am. Cause I was afraid nobody's gonna know. Oh, gee. I don't know. It's a little derogatory, but I'll put it on anyways. A wolf on welfare of food stamps is a welfare wolf. Where do you come up with these, James? Oh, can I say it? We're gonna meet James today. I'm excited about that. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. Yes, George, the never-ending collecting of canned food to take to school. Right. Well, that's awesome that they do that. Flash Gordon. Yeah. And I love Queen, so I'm thinking of their song. You know what's weird is what's his name? Ezra Miller, or their name. Ezra Miller lives in my town. He has a house in my town. He got in trouble though because he and a friend of his who used to be Austin's guitar teacher, believe it or not, broke in to one of the homes up near Susan Sarandon's house, who also lives in my town, and broke into a summer home in the winter last year and stole all their liquor. And it was bad because it was breaking and entering. So it was actually a felony, but I don't know. He got a fine. So how did he get fined for a felony? Maybe it wasn't a felony. I thought it was. But anyways, he had to go to court for it. He did some other shady crap up here too. In the woods. In the holler. Yeah. Stay away from Ezra. That one is trouble. We don't want them leading you astray. Yeah, they had like a bit of a cult going in Greenfield, Mass, which is about an hour away from me, and he got in trouble for that too. I don't know how they're still out there. I have no idea. Please take loads of pictures of you in this costume. It's perfect. Scientology trolling thumbnails. I'm blown away when it scans you. I do have a bunch of different poses. It's literally, I have my pajama pants on. So it's literally like from the waist up. But yeah, I'll have to figure out how to put this back on so it doesn't keep falling off. I do have bobby pins to make it like fold like that. But yeah, I'll figure it out before 5 o'clock. Maybe you pled to a lesser. That's good. Hey, my Sharona. Good to see you. Yeah, that could be. All right, I want to show you something and see if you've ever seen these. Excuse me. I think I showed Kelly when she was visiting, but I'm not sure if Hef and Alan and George saw these, but this is very common in Vermont. I didn't know it was actually like, I guess, started in Vermont, but there's something called witch windows or witchcraft windows, if anyone's ever heard of it. And I looked it up online to get some pictures. And I swear, this house looks just like the one that I showed Kelly. Kelly, if you can remember this. I don't know if it's the same house, but it's in Whitingham, Vermont, which is the birthplace of Brigham Young, by the way, just coincidentally. And that window looks so familiar. And I'll show you some of the other ones, but I'm going to read you like a little blurb about it. But these witch windows, the whole concept of it started in Vermont. See if I can see that one. Has anyone ever seen these? Oh, that's a regular window. Ooh, that's weird. That looks creepy. Oh, there's one. That's not one. That's not one. Anyways, all right, there's one. Oh my God, doesn't that look creepy? And one of the reasons why I'm bringing this up is because my hubby, so he's designing the A-frame as he goes along, right? And there's a peak in the back of the house, which is actually sort of the front of the house, because when you come in from the driveway, that's the first thing you're going to see. So there's the regular peak, and then he's going to put a window, like just a triangular window at the top, right? There's going to be a little loft. Then the second floor where the master bedroom is, there's going to be a peak that goes out to a porch for the bottom, for the entrance, right, on the first floor. He's talking about putting witch windows or some kind of thing, or semicircles or something on either side. So when you go in, it's going to be, a little thing at the top. But I said, I don't want any windows looking like eyes, because what does that sound like? Anybody ever see Amityville Horror? I don't want the A-frame looking like Amityville Horror House, right, Giorgio? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So, and then the slanted witch windows, that would be creepy too, I think. What do you guys think? But yeah, so I want to read something to you if I can see, because I'm having a hard time. I had to push my camera way back, which is actually clipped to my laptop, so it's hard to see. But okay, weird history. Which makes sense because Vermont has weird history anyways. All right, one sec, guys. Okay. So it says weird history of witch windows. Oops, these stupid pop-ups. Oh, sorry. Okay. It's not letting me get rid of it. Okay. Remember the folk tale or the folk song about the crooked little man and his crooked little house? There was a crooked man who lived in a crooked house. When you travel through Vermont, he might come to mind thanks to the many crooked windows adorning the area farmhouses. Turns out they're called witch windows, but why? And why are they so common in New England? On a recent road, so this is a Q&A thing. On a recent road trip to see New England's glorious fall foliage, my wife and I noticed a number of farmhouses with these funny full-size windows tilted to a 45-degree angle. What are they, and when did they become a common part of Vermont homes, and why are they tilted like that? These are witch windows. This uniquely northeastern architectural feature sounds like an old vaudeville shtick. What are those weird windows called? Which windows? Those windows right here. But these, I don't know how to pronounce that, have an interesting history that's worth taking a peek at. Which windows originated in Vermont? Although they can be found in other areas of New England, the majority of these curious features are found in the Green Mountain State. In fact, they're also referred to as Vermont windows. Which windows date to the 19th century, when much of the state comprised rural, even isolated farming communities. Even today, Vermont is known for its small towns and slow pace. Ain't that the truth? Okay, so I'm trying to skip to see where they say about the witches. Yep, New England has never been an especially welcoming place for witches. That's for sure. Their association dates to the colonial era way back when the Pilgrims and Puritans first stepped foot on our continent. And well, suffice it to say that witches and churches did not enjoy the most harmonious affiliation in history. Okay, here it is. This is what I wanted to read you. So why is there a window named after them? It turns out that witch windows aren't intended to benefit the broomstick-equipped cronies of fairy tale lore, but they're actually meant to thwart them. Witches don't have the capacity to tilt their conveyances, so basically tilt their body and their broomstick to the tilted design. Oh, so the tilted design keeps them from flying into the home. Apparently, witches don't even have enough brain capacity to recognize the many perfectly vertical windows through which they could enter either. That is true. Right, because there's no house that I've ever seen that has all slanted windows. Some refer to it as a coffin window. Other term for this quirky feature is called coffin windows. Say someone dies on the second floor of a home. It would be much easier, proponents of this nomenclature to propose, slide a coffin out of a slanted sash than to take it down narrow stairs and out the front door. Oh, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. Although 45-degree angle, I don't know, the body's going to be like that. So, So what do you guys think? Do you guys think that we should have 2 witch windows in the A-frame? I don't know. How about put a 1 in the chat for yes to 2 witch windows in the new A-frame, or a 2 for no. I'm going to put 2. I don't know, or maybe 1. I think I'm gonna put 2 for now. I might change my mind if you guys vote for him. Oh, somebody already said a 1. Oh my goodness. 2, Stasia. Yeah, you're very reasonable. Sorry, this window mindset doesn't work for me. How else am I gonna come visit? Oh my goodness. Oh, everybody's saying 2. Okay, thank you. Oh, mischief. Duncan will be happy with you. Cami says 2. Okay. 5? You want 5 witch windows? There's another thing that Kelly noticed that I had never really thought of. Of course, I'd seen them all growing up, and I just thought it was a decoration. Well, let's see if I can find something on that. There's these, they're usually made of metal, but they're sometimes different colors. And it's a star, 5-pointed star that, like if you have a farmhouse or something that has like a big blank wall on the outside, they put these stars there, and that has to do with witchcraft too. I'll have to look that one up. Talk about yourself. Let me see if I can find it. But yeah, Kelly noticed those, and I was like, oh, I don't really know why those are there. I've seen them all my life, but I never really noticed. Well, I noticed them, but I never really looked into what they were. So I think that also is a side of a house. Okay. Oh, they're on Amazon. Okay. I'm gonna try to share this one too. Let me know if you've seen these. Can you see it? Oh, there we go. Okay. Why do people put stars on their houses? See that? Have you guys seen that? They are all over the place here. Oh wow, I've never seen a big one I've never seen one at a church. Wow. They call them barn stars. Normally found in the homes of Pennsylvania Dutch people, include Lutherans, Mennonites, and Amish. While the exact origin of barn stars is unknown, though some say they were inspired by the Chinese good luck stars, they're usually seen as symbols of good luck. In the past, they were often painted to look like quilt patches and feature intricate designs. Now, we were taught to be against anything, like you couldn't say good luck because luck was not like godly, because nothing's left up to chance, because God knows everything, right? So I'm not picking on Christianity. I'm just saying that's what we were taught, that you couldn't say good luck, because that was bad. Because then you think of like the luck of the Irish. No, we couldn't have like leprechauns, pots of gold, anything like that. That was bad. Where is it? Oh, some also call the stars hex signs, right? According to something, folk art sees two separate. Okay. Barn stars are typically painted directly onto a wall. Hex signs are painted on other materials and hung to represent Pennsylvania Dutch folk culture. Yeah, I think there's hex signs. I never really see them painted like that. It's usually like a painted metal star, like from the top. Ooh, what's that? Yeah. So the first one was like painted and placed there. So yeah, they call it a hex sign or a barn star. So just a little bit of trivia there. So I thought that was a New England thing too, but I guess it's a Pennsylvania Dutch thing, but they're all over New England, especially around here. I've seen them a lot. I sound Canadian when I say barn. Barn. I don't know. I do tend to like stretch my R's, but when I was little, I parked the car on Harvard Yard, although I didn't park cars, but you know what I mean. That's how I talked. And I really worked on my accent, because when I came out here and I started, I think it was second grade. So I was about 6 or 7, because I was young for my age. I started school at 4, and I had to work. Maybe I was probably 7. I had to work on my accent, because, and like certain things like out here, what do you call those brightly colored things that you put on ice cream? Like in Haverhill, out near Boston, we called we called them jimmies. So the first time I had ice cream out here and I asked for jimmies, they're like, "What?" And they're like, "Oh, shots." They call them shots. And then some people call them sprinkles. So Sharona calls them sprinkles. Sprinkles sounds that sounds more, reasonable. Like that sounds pretty universal. Sprinkles on your ice cream. Yeah, that makes sense. But shots on your ice cream. Jimmies, that's just so weird. Sprinkles. No jimmies? Millions and trillions and beans, millions and trillions and beans. That's a joke. Not to get political. That's just a joke. Hey, Mike Jesus. Happy Halloween. Okay, if you guys don't mind, I'm going to have to get closer and read some of these with my glasses on. Now, do I really have to read this, Giorgio? I don't know. The bodily function thing is just not like, I don't know. I guess I am a little bit squeamish about things, but I'm not a prude. But yeah, some things I'm just too shy to read. And as I said the other day, we're talking about desensitization. You guys try to desensitize me to this crap. Just kidding. I never thought of that. Well, that window must be interesting to put curtains on. Yeah. So we're no to the witch windows. Hey, One True Morbs. Thank you, honey. This was so much fun to make. Well, I really thought about this, because last year for werewolves, I was a wolf, and then I was like, I'm not a wolf, and I wasn't. I wasn't a werewolf, but I was a wolf dressed up. Wait, no, I was a sheep in wolf's clothing, or I was a citizen in werewolf's clothing. Comment: the famous witch I remember is Elizabeth Montgomery. Yeah, that rings a bell, but I'm trying to remember what story. That wasn't a Salem thing, was it? I've heard that name, so I'm just curious. And then, yeah, Massachusetts has quite the history. It was also the home of Lizzie Borden, the ex murderess, and she was from Fall River, I believe. I've never been to her home, but that's something you can go and tour that as well as Salem, which is probably I'd say about 2 hours from Fall River. Cami, any creepiness on your A-frame could keep customers away. Yep, see? Yep, I agree. I agree. Because people are like, that's weird. I don't want that. Where do zombies go hiking? Hmm. I have to say, George always stars your your dad jokes. What does that tell you? Comment, can we see the witch windows after? I I I don't want them. I just told them I don't. And okay, let's see. Now, while we're doing all this, let's look this up. Um, I don't know if everyone knows Amity. I think it's Amityville Horror House. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, that's freaking creepy. Okay, let me show you that. One second. Amity. Okay, here it is. Okay, can you see that? See the top has got those creepy windows that are like semicircles? They look like scary eyes. See if we can find some more of this. Yeah, that's the other side. That's the more friendly side, like where the street is. But then there's a side that looks towards. Oh, oh, look at that. That's scary. That's the better side. But yeah, isn't that creepy? Have you ever heard that story? Oh, look at that. Oh, that is creepy. Yeah, it looks like a jack-o'-lantern. Yeah, creepy. Asen, because witches can't fly with their broom sideways, sounds so stupid. The windows look hella cool. Yeah, I think some people would think that is very cool, but I'm not even sure if I like the idea of a triangular window on the top, but I guess I do. I think he's trying to put more light into the second floor. So that's why he was thinking of those witch windows, but like, I don't know. Oh, 3 for one witch window, not symmetrical. It will drive Duncan crazy. That's true. Kind of like how we've been teasing Aaron about his one strand of Christmas lights, me and Cheryl. We're like, what is with that one random strand of lights on the side of your head? It drives me crazy. It's like if you're going to have one ratty string of Christmas lights on one side, at least put one on the other side. Just saying. Just saying. But white slanted though, can coffins not slide out of a normal wind? Well, because they're usually tall and thin, you'd have to like turn it this way and then the body would, yeah. And it might open. I don't know. I haven't really thought too much about it. Yeah, exactly. Idiocy of believing your fellow humans are witches. Deplorable. It's disgusting. I know. Terrible. Creepy might be a good marketing plan for Airbnb, but you'll draw a creepy crowd. Yeah, that could be true. Yeah. Oh, we call that a Texas star. All right then. Huh. Yeah, I guess we kind of call them barn stars because they're usually on barns around here. But yeah, carry the body downstairs. Right. Why do they gotta carry the coffin upstairs? Right. Giorgio was telling me about these what is it called? Coffin nook? Is that right? Where they'd have like on a landing, at the bottom of like one flight of stairs or whatever on a second floor. And they would have like and I said that would work for things like furniture when you're trying to go around the corner. They'd have like a little nook, you put the coffin in, you turn it, and then bring it down the stairs. I'm like, yeah, they could carry the body, but that might be hard. Not sure. I totally thought those stars were just decor. I did too. I didn't know there was anything behind that. Vanessa, hey Vanessa, those metal stars are, yeah, I guess that's where they originated. They're talking about Pennsylvania's Dutch. So I thought they were just a New England thing, but nope. I guess the witch windows are. I want to tour Lizzie Borden's home. Get your butt over here and we will go because I've never seen it either. And it's totally within driving distance. That house is gorgeous, the Amityville horror house. Oh yeah, I watched one of their movies. It was like, yeah, the first one was really scary. And then the other ones just were stupid. You know when they just get really dumb? Like the first Nightmare on Elm Street was super scary. I saw it in the drive-in theater, and my older sister took me. I wasn't allowed to watch movies, but I had like my older sister who was in her like late 20s at the time had like visitation with me, if that makes any sense, in the foster home, and she used to take me places and I would sometimes stay at her house and I would like get to watch movies and go drive in and stuff like that. That I had nightmares about that movie, the first one. The other ones were just kind of got really silly, almost like you could tell that was fake. But the first one was scary. Aaron needs to work on his string light. I know, that's what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. Oh, you don't like witch window? Yes. Okay. Yes for the witch windows. Amityville windows? No, especially when they're lit up like that. Yeah. Yeah. They kind of look like XENU eyes, like, that would be scary. That would be very scary, I think. Yeah. He said, as soon as women are independent and wise and are not, quote, useful for the patriarchy, yeah, bam, she's a witch. Yeah, exactly. I'm laughing at that. Oh, hey, Dr. MLS. Look at that fantastic outfit. Thank you. I got to work on the collar. It didn't quite work out. I got to try to secure it a little better. But I have till 5 o'clock to do that. Okay, so we are at, we got 12 more minutes before Kelly's live for her members only. If anyone is a member, head on over. And if you'd like to become a member, here is her link. $2.99 a month. You get awesome emojis. You get exclusive viewings of her songs and karaoke, which she does covers and she does originals. You don't know what you're missing. And she's going to do a nice little stream for her members today, right before Werewolves. Well, she's doing it in 11 minutes. And she's going to get ready and all that. So that'll be really fun. Can't wait. Dr. MLS question, were you allowed to participate in Halloween? We did not. And we went to church the next morning. Yeah, no, it was frowned on. I mean, like I did say when I first got into the foster home for a few years, we were allowed to trick or treat, but we couldn't dress up as anything scary. And then they really cracked down. We weren't allowed to even watch Disney movies or anything like that anymore. So yeah, and then by the time I got to the cult, we weren't allowed to let our kids trick or treat and or like celebrate Christmas in the way that most worldly people, as we called them, and as Jehovah's Witnesses call them. There's a lot of crossover between my cult and Jehovah's Witnesses, and also of course the Duggars cult, which is the IBLP, our cult was very highly influenced by that. Helicopter, fun fact, people living in that house eventually had to move out, not because of ghosts, but tourists. Yeah. Yeah, it is really an attraction. Definitely. Yeah, that's a wild story. I'll have to refresh my memory on that. Really spooky story though. Remember, take care of your pets tonight, especially black cats. Absolutely. Absolutely. He said, "Okay, let's pick on Aaron. Everybody else is, right? Everything's Aaron's fault. Aaron is a typical man with no sense of aesthetics, right? I need a bit of light, but I'm so cheap. I'll buy only one strand. No, no attack. Love Aaron. Yeah. Yeah, I sent him a picture of my costume. He's like, "Oh, nice mask." And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Mike Rinder, I'm gonna be my own bobblehead. I'm a life-size bobblehead today." So there. Oh, sure to, yeah. Try to get a coffin out of a second-story slanted window. Doesn't seem like the brightest idea I've ever heard. Maybe a witch came up with the idea. Winter's writer seems to think they are smart. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. George Messi, I love you as well, but you are my number two. Oh, she loves James Steele more. Sorry. Sorry. All right, I'm going to wrap this up because we got 10 minutes. I'm going to go make another cup of tea, probably listen in on Kelly while I'm working around and doing stuff. I got to take this up. Oh, all right. Yeah, that's a lot. Wow, my hair's a mess. But anyways, thanks, guys. This was so much fun. And don't miss the werewolf game at 5 o'clock Eastern. Super excited about that. And we will see you later. Bye, everybody. Happy Halloween. XENU, Marlene, everybody partake. Cheers. This is good coffee. This is why, my hubby makes the coffee.
Like a